Hi, I'm Andrew Lester, and this is the Turbo 4. It's the most recognised board in the industry. With its red iconic nose piece, its old school style meets new school technologies, and is suitable for all ages and abilities. We've updated the Turbo 4's template for the new generation by lowering the wide point for more speed and less drag through the elbows. The board features PSI, Precision Stringer Inlay. This means the stringers are moulded in with the core, giving the board added strength and longevity. The board features Swirl and Slick for better flex and projection, nose bulbs for grip, 50/50 rails for speed and channels for control. The Turbo 4 is available in two core options: Polypro, which comes with a single circular stringer and is better for warm water, and Paradox Cell, which is a less dense Polypro core. It comes with 3 flat stringers and is better for cooler water. The Turbo 4 works great in anything from beaches to heavy reef breaks, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro. It's a proven design that's been around as long as bodyboarding.
How are we?
Yeah, good, bro. Stoked to be here.
The IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. Well, let me tell you, there's been a few dramas the last few days, but we're back on board. We're all set. We're down here in Puerto Escondido, Mexico, and I'll tell you what, swell's pumping again. It's 5-6 foot out there. I'm Alex Leon. This is Jared Houston.
Good morning.
And we're up to round 2. So we've got round 2 starting this morning. We've held off for this offshore to kick in. We're still waiting. It's getting better. The conditions are starting to improve. But we're going to be running the first round, round 2, the first 4 heats. And then we're going to probably come back tomorrow round 3. So we're looking at getting 4 heats done today. And Jerry, yeah, we got Sam Bennett, Uri Valladaro, Amori Laverne and Jake Stone in the first round.
Yeah, so we got a pretty tough one going to get off to a banger this morning with probably one of the most high-five heats of the event so far. I think you got like 2 world champions in that heat, as well as like 2 amazing young guns from Australia. So I, for one, I'm pretty excited to see this one go down. I'm definitely stoked to be sitting in here for this.
That's right, and as we know, we've had a few apologies for the last first round with the internet. We had some technical problems, and we're sorry about that. We're back on board now. Everything's fixed. We're going to be bringing you a really good package next week, so stay tuned. And you know what? We'll bring you those. We've got a 6-minute highlight clip coming up from round 1, so take a look at this.
Cool. Amazing young guns from Australia, so I'm pretty excited to see this one go down. I'm definitely stoked to be sitting here for this.
As you can see, incredible waves there. Zicatela Beach just delivering the goods for all these riders. Stay tuned. We're going to get underway with round 2 tomorrow.
Waves was a lot more peakier, hitting the bank good. Today it gives them an extra 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's an extra 5 minutes can go a long way. Seen a lot of heats won and lost in the last 1 minute. And here we got Yuri Valade in white from Brazil up in his first wave, throwing a nice line through that barrel, and he managed to sneak out there. So that's Yuri Valade opening up his account with a nice barreling right-hander.
There we go. We got some action at the back here. Someone in black or red. Who's going to have a look at this? And it's Jake Stone in the black from Australia.
Outside, and it looked like a really good wave. So I guess Jake wanted to assure that he was in the best position, but looks like he was a little bit late on that one.
Bit of a strategy there too from Jake, stopping Sam Bennett taking that wave.
Yeah.
Because Sam was in a pretty good position there. He would have got that. He would have got that closeout bowl to hit.
Exactly. Yeah. So definitely a bit of strategy from Jake there. Probably a good move on his behalf. Always tough in a competition when you're surfing against a mate or something. But as they say, there's no friends in the water. Eh?
That's right. Depends where you're at.
Yeah, right.
We got priority system 2, 4-man priority system in these heats. So this is a knockout round. Top 2 will make it through, advance into round 3. Top 2 will be packing their bags and heading home.
Wow, man! It's getting to the business end of the competition now. We're only in second round, so
already.
It's this new format is pretty amazing. It at least gives you 2 chances to surf, but it's also super long, and it's pretty hard fought battle to get all the way to the final. So these guys are kind of looking to pace themselves while at the same time one technical approach to surfing these heats.
That's right, and as we see, like today, we'll probably be running the whole of round 2, which is 4 heats. We'll probably get a call made, I think, by heat 4 if we're going to be diving into round 3. But due to the winds here, I'm not sure if we're going to be getting underway with round 3 till tomorrow. But later on, I mean, in heat 2, we're going to see Roberto Bruno from Brazil, Jorge Coloma from Puerto Rico, and the 2 Mexican trialists, Hector Santiago and Chuy Silva. That's coming up in heat 2.
Yeah, those guys have been ripping. It's been really great to see the Mexicans really improving. Here we got Jake Stone in black up on his second. A little bit of a bump, but bang, massive roll. And can he hold on to that? It looks like it really hit him hard, but yeah, he does. And he's going to ride out of that one, and I think that's going to be a great second wave for Yuri. So Yuri getting busy early.
There we go, big arm extension there. And you see Maury Laverne, bottom turning. Going for a nice roll off the top. Can he link this up with something else? Got a section here. It's closing out on him. Yeah. Oh! See how bumpy and heavy that was in there.
Jeez, that was pretty intense. But he's still got a nice clean roll on the outside. So that's definitely going to get a net something from Oz. Get him back in the game.
That's right. It looks so tough out there. I mean, he's a former world champ.
Yeah.
You know, and he's struggling in these waves. So.
But we had Yuri definitely taking the early command in this heat. Right? He's getting busy early. I was chatting to Stoney before his heat, and he was saying he wants to get busy. So it seems the guys have worked out their strategies, and they're putting it into place.
Okay. So we're still not waiting on Jake and Sam. They sort of haven't got any good waves yet. We'll wait for them to get busy out the back. And I'll just talk to you about these Salvermos Porto packs. We've got these $80... We got, if you go on the IBA World Tour site and you have a look at the shop, there's packs there, value packs that help support this event. We've got a $100 pack, a $60 pack, and an $80 pack. And in those packs, there's T-shirts, hats, Reflex vouchers off Reflex wetsuits, inverted bodyboard stores in Australia. You can go online anywhere; they'll ship around the world for you, inverted. So all your bodyboarding goods. Go there and help support the event.
Yeah, pretty amazing to see some of the industry, some members of the bodyboarding industry stepping up and supporting the IBA. So like a huge props to those guys for getting involved and for trying to fuel what drives our sport essentially. So yeah, my big hats off to those sponsors.
Yeah, and also the staff here and within the town here. I mean, they've been working around the clock last night, the night before. Like they haven't slept. We've had massive technical problems here with the satellites and the antennas and stuff that have gone down. And so we worked pretty much all last night. No one got any sleep, trying to get this
for all you viewers around the world, we're trying to bring you a good webcast, and to wake up this morning and see this is just it's a blessing for us. We're very happy and stoked, and we want to thank all the staff for getting involved last night and helping get this run up.
Yeah, big thanks to everyone for that as well. It has been a pretty stressful couple of days down here, just with you just never quite know what to expect, and even though on the surface everything seems to be fine here in Puerto Escondido and Mexico in general, there's still a bit of underlying damage from the hurricane lurking around that unless you're a technical freaking guru, you're not going to notice it.
That's right. And in the next heat, I'm going to bring in Edwin Morales, a local Mexican photographer, bodyboarder, who actually shot that whole hurricane. If you saw his clip online, went for about 8 minutes. He actually filmed the whole hurricane coming in and destroying this town. So we'll have a talk to him in the next heat. He'll come in and commentate with me.
We've got old Tanner McDaniel sitting there having a chat with the boys. He's just a friggin' 13-year-old phenomenon from Hawaii. He came down to come have a crack at these trials and see how he fares against the world best. He's still a little bit small out here in the intense waves of Zicatela, but he's definitely a one to watch in the future. But while we've been talking, then we got Yuri Valadao dropped a 7.45 for his second wave, which has seen him into a pretty commanding lead over this heat with a total of 14.2. In second place, Amari Laverne needs an 8.07 to take on Yuri to move into first spot. So Yuri's got a really good position now. It really paid for him to get busy early, and Jake Stone and Sam Bennett still looking to net a good wave.
Yeah, well, we got some, looks like it might be a bit of movement out in the ocean coming through soon. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we got some makeable waves coming through out of this set. They look like they're coming in from the south.
Yeah. Yeah, they do come in. It's strange. It's strange how the direction thing works here, because even when they say the swell's wet, it kind of still seems to move in from the south. But I guess when it's more south, it kind of comes in at an even different angle. Hits the headland. Here we got Moz up and riding. Wow, massive backy.
Nice big backflip there from Moz, and he just cuts out.
Yeah.
So Moritz, really getting a good exchange there. Nice big backflip. He'll probably score high. I mean, we haven't seen many big moves, have we, in this heat besides Yuri's roll?
No, that was a great second ride from Moz there. I think that he's definitely going to... He needed an 8.07, and he might come very close to getting that.
It was a nice flip here. You could see the impact landing too. He had a good rotation there. Held that landing nice.
Yeah, Moz is one of the strongest riders in the tour. He's not only in his actual surfing, but in his physique as well. He's a strong guy. He's super elastic. He's one of the only men I know who can do the splits. And
he can do the splits.
Yeah, he can do the freaking splits, mate. It's pretty amazing. Here we got another look at it. He hits it so cleanly and perfectly and lands really, really smoothly. Quick turnaround. The judges love to see that, and he cuts out that one. He landed a 7.05.
7.05.
So now he is looking for a 6.16 to move into first.
7.16.
Yeah, with Jake Stone and Sam Bennett still comboed for second place.
Wow. Wow, the Aussies are comboed.
Yeah.
Look at the rips out there. You can see how rip it is. They're just fighting. That's pulling them freaking... they're going about 20 kilometres an hour in that rip.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. But, I mean, as much as we hate the rips here, they actually kind of make the wave as well. So
that's right, yeah.
It's, you kind of got to... I have a love-hate relationship with the rips.
Yeah, it cuts the banks up a bit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But when you get stuck in it like they are, it rips straight through. You can see how fast they're moving down the beach.
Yeah, Sam Bennett reckons he's back at breakwall on the run out.
He thinks he's back at Port Macquarie.
So hopefully he gets sucked into a nice little peak now.
Probably all up watching. I know it's late in Australia, but all the Port boys are probably watching.
No, but I think Sam's really gearing up for something big in this heat. He's got this quiet demeanour about him that's you'd almost take it for maybe if you didn't know him, you'd think that he was a bit kind of unconfident in himself, but he's actually got such good confidence, and out there in these kind of waves, he's really strong. So I'm looking pretty forward to seeing what he can do if he gets a wave that comes his way.
Yeah. He's a good rider, Sam Bennett. We saw him. He went good in Brazil.
Yeah.
In the Brazil event.
Yeah, he was ripping. He did a big invert. He unfortunately didn't land it, but if he did, I reckon for sure he would have gone very far in that contest.
That's right, yeah. So we've had Pipe this year. We started off with Pipe. This is a sixth stop on the Grand Slam series. We started off with Pipe. We went to Australia. We had the box event.
Yeah.
And we went to Chile, where we saw Winnie take that one out.
Yeah.
Then we went over to Brazil straight after that, where we saw Winnie take that one out again.
Yeah.
Over GT.
Yeah, Winnie's been absolutely on fire.
And then we went to Portugal, where we saw Pierre take that one. So, I mean, really, Winnie almost had it in Brazil, but he didn't get a good result in Portugal, which now it's wide open again, this World Tour.
It is. It really
the
is.
The race is crazy. We got Winnie in first still. We got Pierre in second.
Yeah.
Jeff Hubbard in third. Ben Player in fourth. Mark McCarthy in fifth. We've got Galami Tamiga in sixth and Rawlins in seventh. Mike Stewart in eighth. We got yourself, Jerry, in ninth. We got Andrew Lester in 10th. That's your top 10.
That's your top 10, yeah.
And those top 5, Winnie, Pierre, Hub, and Ben and Mark are really fighting for this.
Yeah, exactly.
This world title.
It was pretty interesting. Like I was chatting to Pierre the other day, and he was saying that that he's actually in a, like, you know how Pierre came with a completely outside chance last year and pretty much stole the world title away from Jeff, and he's in second place now, but he's actually in a better position than he was last year at this stage. So that really shows you how how open the world title race still is. I mean, technically, like on paper, it looks like Winnie has it, like 2 wins, but you know, anything goes. He's just looking to build on that and have some fun while he's out there. But
yeah, I know you were telling me before that you worked really hard just to sort of really get that model, the Jerry model, just superb. Just
exactly. It's gotten to the point now where I'm pretty happy with my boards. I feel really comfortable riding them in just about every condition. I've been experimenting with different cores, different stringer types, different shapes, and I think I finally arrived at something that really works for me in pretty much everything. So that's something that I really look for. I don't really want to be changing boards every time I enter the water. I just want to have this tried and trusted shape that I can use, and it's never going to let me down. And so I'm pretty happy with what I have now. And massive hats off to Glenn Taylor. He's so knowledgeable, and he really puts effort into every board he shapes. So
that's right.
Really stoked with my boards at the moment. You got Jake with the big.
Yeah. So I mean, the other thing is too, Jerry, you don't want to, especially when you go to Portugal and then the water's cold there, and then you come straight to Mexico, the water's warm. You don't want to be taking all these different cores and different boards.
Exactly.
Travel light, pack light.
I try to, man, but my weakness is I always take too many bloody shoes with me.
Yeah.
So this trip I actually brought no shoes. So I was able to bring another board, so I'm pretty happy with that. But here we got Sam Bennett, a nice looking little wave. Unfortunately, got a little bit of clip coming into that, but he comes around.
Tucks back in. Who's he going to come out of this? No.
Man. Just really have to just feel for Bennett in that one. I mean, you really see how frustrated he is. He's just doing his best, and it's just the ocean's not playing along with him.
Sam Bennett just really, he's pretty angry at himself, I can see.
Oh, man.
Same with Jake Stone.
Yeah, Stoney, I think we might have missed a nice little wave.
Yeah, we had as Sam took that wave, we actually had Jake on another wave just down the beach.
Yeah, he got a 4.88.
Yeah, he did a nice backflip off a closeout section.
Yeah, it was a real heavy backflip actually, and he managed to handle it and ride out, and he got a 4.88. It was a bit of an inside wave and a lot of lip involved in the landing, but he did freaking well to hold on. And he's got himself in a better position. He just needs an 8.3 to move into second, which is a very attainable score for Jake.
So we've got 13.5 minutes remaining. Yuri Valadaro in the lead. Amori Laverne in second, with Jake in third and Sam in fourth. So are Yuri and Amori really running away with this one at the moment?
Yeah, Yuri and I mean, I dare say experience is coming in handy here, but at the same time, it's out here, it's really up to what the ocean throws at you. So these guys just had a really good strategy. They got busy very early. They got the best waves, and they're doing very well. Check Jake's freaking mohawk. How is that thing?
Look at that thing.
Amazing. Jake's one of the true characters of bodyboarding. You know, like he's always entertaining, always making some kind of joke or snide remark, and he's just a really funny guy, and he just absolutely shreds.
We've seen him.
It's quite alarming.
In those videos.
Yeah. He's good at everything, though. The Mad
good
Dog
skater.
as well. Good skater. You can rap. You can play bloody piano.
rap.
You can launch over 4x4s and almost break his hip the day before a contest.
Yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, it looks like a bit of a lull in action out there. A lot of rips moving around. I mean, it really is just, it's different every day out here. Because it's a beach break and with so much swell hitting it so consistently, it's just never the same 2 days in a row. The sand's always moving, currents are always moving. You just kind of got to be prepared for anything.
That's right.
Even seems the internet's always moving. No? So it's
My
pretty
stomach's
nuts.
always moving.
Yeah. Your stomach is always moving, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot
Been
of...
drinking those little milks?
Yeah, been drinking the Yakults.
Yeah.
I got sick last time I was here, but that's just part and parcel with getting out of your comfort zone and coming to another country.
Yeah. We got Stoney on a nice looking wave, busting a sick ARS off the back there. And he's cutting out of that. So that was a really good move there. Full rotation. Good size wave. So yeah, I think Stoney's definitely fighting back now. And he's still got lots of time. So this is getting interesting.
I mean, he's going to improve on his 3.88 there. So
yeah.
He'll have a 4.88 and then whatever drops here for his backflip. Here we see the Sporting Bet replay.
Yeah,
Talk us through this one,
so
Jake Stone.
So he gets in on this nice double up, showing good control there on the bottom, eyeing out that lip. And he just smacks it real perfectly and just, fully rotates it. He lands pretty much facing the beach, which is the judges love to see that. So it's a really great ride there for Stoney.
There we go, Jake Stone. Wait for the scores to drop there. But he could be back in the race here.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be interesting to see if he gets that 8.3. If he doesn't, he got a 6, and now he just needs a 7.18. So this heat's really been thrown wide open again.
Yeah, he's crawling back now. He's got a 6 and a 4.88. Sam, down in fourth, really needs to dig deep now. He's got just over 10 minutes, and he needs to get 2 good waves.
Yeah, so Sam's still got lots of time. It's definitely not a sealed deal yet. Far from it, actually, and... yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. He's still in combination situations, so he needs two good waves in 10 minutes, which if he stays busy, he can definitely achieve. Stoney just needing 7.18 to get through to the second spot, and Amari Laverne needing a 7.16 to move into first. Yuri Valadao still sitting comfortably in first position with a total combined score of 14.2. So very nice work there from Yuri. Very nice work from Maz. And we're waiting to see if Stoney and Sam can catch them.
And we've also got the Zicatela Pro T-shirt contest shirts for $30 free shipping worldwide. And that also gives you a 20% voucher off inverted bodyboarding and reflex wetsuits.
Yeah.
So you can also get that on the IBAWorldTour.com shop site.
That's it. If you
out all
pay
your
the $30,
goods.
you get Andrew Lester included as well.
That's
for all the
right.
ladies out there.
Yeah, for all the ladies.
Perfect. Even better. That's a bargain I've ever heard one.
We saw Andrew Lester surfing really good in the first round.
Yeah.
Crawl back with 30 seconds to go. He needed a 7.5. He got ended up with an 8. He got a nice barrel to a big invert out.
Exactly. So,
Saw that in the highlights clip.
Yeah. No, Andrew's really ripping. It's just so cool to see how versatile he is. He surfs so well in every condition, from 1 foot all the way up to 10 foot. He's super comfortable and super fluid, and that's what makes a good bodyboarder in my eyes. So
yeah, I think he's one of the best pocket surfers in the world too. He surfs in the pocket so tight and so fast. Critical spins all the time in the barrel.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I don't think he gets sort of rewarded for with the judges.
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's definitely something that needs to be worked into criteria at some stage.
Yeah.
I mean, the judging is evolving and coming along, but it's because the sport's constantly evolving and constantly going through different phases and stuff. It's a pretty hard job that the judges have, but that is something that I do feel needs to be worked into criteria.
Definitely, yeah. So we got just under 8 minutes remaining now. No situation change. Yuri's still in the lead. Amori in second. Jake Stone in third. And Sam Bennett down in fourth. And we thank everyone for tuning in. We finally got your good webcast. We're sorry, all apologies for yesterday. 2 days ago. Highlight clip from day one will be up on the site. You can always see that on YouTube. Here we go, Sam Bennett. Have a look at this one. What's he got here? Trying to get a ramp here. He's looking for something and throws a flip out there. Let's see if he can stick this. He needs this. Nice.
Shame, man.
It's not Sam's day today, is it? He's really battling in these.
He's really doing his best. I mean, that was a really great flip until he just came unstuck there in the whitewash. So it's great to see Sam's big match temperament that he's not giving up. He's still fighting back, and he's still got time. He's still got 7 minutes remaining, so he can definitely still scoop up another 2 good waves.
That's right. You never count these guys out. We've seen so many things happen, as we were saying before. Like yesterday, we counted Andrew Lester out, and with 30 seconds to go, he got an 8. So
exactly.
Jeff Hubbard as well shredded his heat.
Here we go, Moz. I'm riding a pretty foamy looking one. Pulls off.
Cuts out.
I guess he's getting a little bit antsy waiting around. He knows that Stoney's only needs a 7.18 to catch him, and I mean, Amari knows better than anyone that that's a very attainable score. So.
And Amari needs a 7.16 to move into first.
Exactly. So he's being second is the worst place to be, I think, because you're the one that's going to get caught. And
that's right.
I mean, in my heat the other day, even though the guys needed 8s or a very high score to get into second, I mean, what you got to remember is that if you're just never comfortable. You're just never ever comfortable in the heat.
And we saw you, Jerry, you and Alex Shirunga advancing through to round 3.
Diego Cabrera and James Russell.
That's right, beating Diego and Jones, so they'll be coming up later today too in this rapid charge round.
Yeah. There's a couple of great heats up in this round too. I mean, look at the next one. We got Roberto Bruno, Jorge Colomer, Hector Santiago, and Tree Silva. So we got two Mexicans, the 2 Mexican guys who are really ripping. We got Jorge Colomer from Puerto Rico, and Roberto Bruno from Brazil. So it's a pretty international heat there. We've got the next one. Heat number 3. We've got Jacob Romero,
Diego Cabrera from Canary Islands, Chase O'Leary from Australia, and Alberto Colucci, the Venezuelan, which we saw had an interference call in that first round.
Yeah, was that him? I actually missed that, but
Alberto
I hear whispers in the willows.
Magno.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an interference call made on Alberto Colucci, which pushed him into 4th position. So, and then coming up in the last heat of this round is Jones Russell, Edo Luciano, Mike Stewart,
and Michael
Novy.
Yeah, that's another great heat. I really hope. I'm really going for Novy. I'm really pulling for him. I really hope that he can get a good result. He's had a bit of bad luck this year and a pretty tough ride in general with various things. And he's just so good. I've been watching him free surf, and he's just been such a standout and such a cool guy, and I really hope that he can get a good result here at Zicatela. Get himself back into the top 16 and stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to fight too. He's sitting currently 22nd on the tour at the moment, so he's got to really fight in this event.
Exactly. So there's actually a lot of riders. I mean, there's 2 guys that aren't here. I mean, 2 very noticeable names that aren't here, Ryan Hardy and Ben Play. And by not coming here, Ryan Hardy's actually put himself on the 17th position before this event. So he's putting all his eggs into Puerto Rico and Fronton, which is
it's
going to be a pretty exciting thing to watch go down. Here we got Stoney on a pretty nice looking left-hander.
Just pulls out there. So Sam Bennett, 3.83 on that last scoring wave. He needs a 9.35. Very tough score to get. Here we go. We got some action. Who's having a look at this one? No takers.
Yeah, no takers, yeah.
So you see Ryan Hardy's actually in training at the moment in Bali.
Yeah, is he? Well,
yeah, he's in Bali training. He said he's psyched for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I spoke to him the other day. He said he's pumped for Puerto Rico.
Good stuff.
And Fronton, he couldn't come to Mexico. He's had a kid now, so young Ollie. And his lovely wife, Leah, they're in Bali. G'day, fellas, if you're watching. The Hardys.
Yeah, how's the Hardys?
And all his support crew down in Margaret River, especially his brother, Brett. I know he's on Sporting Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tends to lay a lot of money down on these events. He's a big punter.
Yeah, there's a couple of big punters from Australia. Are you much of a punter yourself?
I'd love to punt if I could, no, but being on the staff here at the
Yeah,
IBA, we're not allowed to punt.
Exactly,
so, yeah. But I watch the odds, I'll tell you that. I'm on there every night, sporting bet. I'm having a look at the odds.
Sussing it out.
Jeff Hubbard was paying $7.50 to win.
Wow.
Win the event. Winnie was coming in at, I think he was a favourite. Winchester, he was paying $6, I think.
Okay.
$6. There's also, you can bet on top four. There's an opportunity there. You can bet on the top four.
Yeah.
So there's also going to be head-to-heads probably. Might be coming out tonight, the head-to-head.
It's a pretty interesting concept. I kind of like that concept of the betting. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But wow, this is really coming down to the wire here in this this end of this heat with just under 2 minutes remaining. Sam Bennett still needs a 9.35 to move into seconds. Jake Stone in third place needs a 7.18. And Amari Laverne and Yuri Valadao are sitting pretty in first and second position. Mars just needing a 7.16 to move into first. And Yuri holding on to that first place by 1.02. So it's pretty
it's tough for Sam. It's really tough for
heat,
Sam.
yeah.
He's going to have to really get a really good wave here in this last minute.
Yeah.
We've got a set coming through. Not sure how good it looks.
Like it could be a good right shaping up here. And if it doesn't break too quickly,
there's a bit of movement out there.
Like
let's see if someone's on this. We've
inside.
got a little paddle battle going on. It looks like Jake Stone. Let's see what he can do here. He needs a good score here.
Oh,
punches through. Oh, see that roll? He's going to make this.
He's got that. He's got that.
Wow, Jake Stone was chasing a 7.18. That was a critical roll there on a set wave. You know what? He might get the score here.
That was very high fire. I'm calling the score.
This is going to be very, very tight.
Yeah.
He was chasing a 7.18.
Yeah. That was pretty amazing. Pretty
Moz knows that he could have got the score, so Moz is going to try and back this up. Moz needs something big here.
Yeah, Moz does need something big. He's got to improve on... Wow. Geez, so yeah, this one's very, very foamy. It's going to be very hard for Moz to pull that off. Nice backflip on the inside. So definitely a very well-ridden wave, but I
don't think it's going to affect Moz's score. I don't think it's going to affect Moz's score. We're waiting for Stoney's score to drop.
Oh, wow. What an end to that heat.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Has Stoney dug deep? Has Stoney dug deep enough to keep himself alive in this event? Here we go.
Right,
there's a set wave here.
Look at this. Coming hard off the bottom. And, I mean, look at how late he hits that. It's so powerful. And, like, watch how he gets thrown up there. It's like,
to handle that.
Just so exciting to watch that go down. So, I mean, like, he has to get that score, like.
And we can see, we know the judges are looking at this. We're looking at the replay carefully to score this properly because we know Amori's going home if Jake gets a score here.
Yeah.
So we're really waiting for this score to drop.
Is Jake coming off the beach? I mean, come on, let's have it. Let's have it, judges. This is doing my head in waiting here.
Oh, I'm sure it's doing his head in too.
Yeah. That's 0.95.
It's doing his mohawk in. He's waiting for a score here.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, we've just heard that there's pretty good scores dropping for Jake Stone. This is right on the money here. We don't know if he's going to get it, but it's right around that mark. So he needs a 7.18. Let's see what he gets.
Come on, guys. Jeez, this is just too intense. I think that while we're waiting here for the score to drop, I'm going to hand over to Edmund Morales. He's the local guru to take you through the conditions.
That's it. We'll bring in our local guru, Edwin Morales.
So, thank you very much, Leo, for having me join you, and big thanks to all the sponsors of the event. And yeah, guys, happy to have you tuning into the webcast and enjoy it. And yeah.
Well, thank you, Jerry. We'll see you later on. Good luck in the event.
Cool, brother.
Thanks for dropping in. So there we go, 7.08 for Jake Stone. Not enough. He needed a 7.18. God, geez, he's he's pretty much on the fence. His fingernails were there. He just couldn't get it. So Maury just... Edwin Morales, how you going, buddy?
How are you, Alex? Thanks for having me over on the webcast. It's a pleasure to be here doing the comments for my countrymen, Mexican guys.
Yep, no worry. I mean, you're a local legend here, photographer, bodyboarder. You're injured at the moment. You've done your shoulder in.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm suffering a shoulder injury and I'm not able to compete, but there's really good guys, that are actually out in the water. Hector Santiago and Chuy Silva, who I know they're going to do a pretty good job. They don't really need me out there.
Yeah, we saw them qualify in the trials. Chuy Silva qualified and Hector had a wild card into the event. So we know this is his local break. He surfs here every day, 365 days a year.
That's right. Chuy Silva, who's was last year's national champ, and this year is Hector Santiago, the national champ, and that's the reason why he got the wild card. So now we know that both of the riders out there, the Mexicans, they have the talent to take on the Brazilian Roberto Bruno and also on Jorge Colomer.
That's right. Roberto Bruno from Brazil. And Jorge Coloma qualifying from Puerto Rico. He hasn't made a Grand Slam since last year. So Jorge Coloma, let's see if he can hold up the Puerto Rico flag.
Yeah, Jorge is it's a visitor. Hi everyone.
This is Edwin Morales, the local legend.
Thank you for joining us in the Zicatela 2012 Zicatela Pro. And as I was saying, Jorge Colomer is one of the guys from Puerto Rico that is constantly visiting us here in Puerto. So he knows about the wave, right?
Yeah, he knows this wave, and he's been here plenty of times. Came last year, tried to qualify, didn't make it through to that top 7. So we saw a little exchange there. Here we go in white. Talk us through this one, Jorge.
Yeah, that's Jorge Colomer. As I was saying, he knows the wave. He punches through that lip, hits that rolo, and then he actually makes it. So he's going to start his campaign strong on that one, because on the last couple of waves, I think it was Hector who was not able to complete his maneuver.
Yeah, Jorge just coming on. Yeah. Sorry, Roberto on his first wave coming unstuck there. So we've had a bit of an exchange there. We do have 35-minute heats if you just tuned in. And this is heat 2 of round 2. We'll be running just round 2 today. Pretty sure we're going to get the contest director to give us that okay by probably heat 4. But it looks like the winds are going to come over. We've sort of got a late start, and the winds, they're not really that good today. Talk us through the conditions here.
Yeah, well, there's like a little system of a storm lingering around, which sometimes it makes conditions good. This morning, it didn't make it right. There was a pretty bad, morning sickness. Then the offshore kind of turned on, and that's why the contest directors and everybody decided that we had to run, the four heats from the round 2. And when we see the replay, we have the replay of Jorge Colomer's right there. That's how he gains the speed, punches through that lip with that El Rolo, and then he makes it. So I think that's going to be so far the best way of the heat.
Yeah, 5.25 he got for that. So he's been rewarded there. I think 5.25. Wasn't a big set, but it was a good wave. Good start for Jorge.
Yeah, so to continue our thoughts on the conditions, stiff offshore winds to blow, especially when it blows during the whole night. The wave conditions the next morning are normally going to be epic. Unfortunately, as I said, that storm kind of stopped the wind pattern, and conditions were not really as we thought, but they're still contestable. So let's not say, oh, it's bad. It's still good.
Yeah, that's right. And talk us through what happened a few months back with the hurricane here. We saw that clip online. You were able to shoot your camera skills, and you shot the hurricane come into the town and destroy this town. So talk us through that.
Yeah, well, thanks to all the technology that we have these days, the satellite and all that, we were able to kind of predict that the hurricane was actually going to hit Puerto. So a bunch of the people got ready, but the local media were not sharing this information, wide open. So a lot of people actually didn't know. I was able to warn my friends, but some of the people were they got caught off guard, right? And the hurricane, even if you were prepared for that, the winds were so strong, you know, maybe 100 miles an hour winds, you know, 150-kilometer winds. And, yeah, it was just devastating. I remember taking a drive the next morning, and it was impressive just to see all destruction. You know, all the town was pretty much taken down.
Oh, it's so sad. I mean, those things happen around the world, and we thoughts and prayers with everyone when that happens. You know, but we're back on feet. You know what? We've got the last heat winner there, Yuri Valadao. We've got Dan Zimbra down there for an interview. Dan, where you at, buddy?
And my hit really difficult too with Amaury. But I to next hit I need many folk to hit like a final, so difficult next round. But this condition, I love this condition because the wave is strong waves. But today you have difficult because the wave is closed. But I have so much.
So with the difficult conditions, has your game plan at all?
Yeah. This year my second time here, and I love him.
Absolutely. So you like the Puerto vibe then? Yeah, waves are really good. So what are you going to be doing in preparation for the next heat?
Can I speak in Spanish?
Absolutely.
Ahora yo tengo que mantener o foco como esta manga, la última manga que foi muito difícil. Com a Mauri, esse mais dois ride incrível. E eu consegui passar a manga, muito difícil, pero tenho que concentrar muito mais para a próxima, que agora toda é como na final. Então estou muito feliz, muito contente e agora tenho que voar mais.
Well, muchas gracias, Yuri Valadao. Back to you guys in the booth.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Dan the man, our interview guy down there, just taking care of all the heat winners. And Roberto Bruno up, having a look at this one.
Yeah, Roberto Bruno is looking to start his campaign. He throws that nice ARS, and then, wow, you know, he's starting pretty good. He did a nice El Rolo in the end of that section. So that's two maneuvers. For sure it's going to count as one of his best scores.
Nice combination there for Roberto Bruno. So he should get rewarded for that. He might move up into first. We'll wait and see. So Chewy Silva still down in fourth.
Yeah, Chewy just got one wave as we were in the interview, and he threw a nice El Rolo. So he's starting slow. From what I know, Chewy, he always starts slow because he likes to wait for those nice left-handers that he loves. So he builds his campaign slowly. And on the other hand, Hector Santiago, the Mexican, he wants to keep, you know, getting waves after waves.
Here we see the Sporting Bet replay. Roberto Bruno just timing this pretty nicely there. Not much projection, but he got the RS in and then finishes off with a nice roll there. That roll was nice. Good extension.
Yeah, he had a pretty good extension on that roll. The first wasn't maybe just so flying and getting so much air, but for sure it's going to count as his best score.
Yeah, definitely. We see him there at 6.7. Roberto Bruno, so he's moved up into first. Jorge in second. Chewy getting a 4.2 for that one we missed when we had the interview. Just a roll though for Chewy. He's in third position with Hector in fourth, which we call nickname Motor.
Yeah, Motor.
Motor.
Yeah. And we have Jorge Colomer going for another big roller through the lip.
He loves those rolls, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Punches through.
He's got them down pretty easily, so I know Jorge Colomer feels really comfortable riding here at Playa Zicatela.
Yeah, Jorge Coloma. He's been around for a while, Jorge. He's always been on the cusp of trying to qualify and trying, you know, he's always right there to not make it in a lot of events, but this one he's come through. It's his first Grand Slam. he's qualified in probably 12 months. So Jorge holding the flag up for...
In competing, you know, we've seen him compete here in Porto a bunch of times before, and, you know, I've been following the IBA, the qualifying series, and I think he does some of them too. And he's not just competing, but he loves bodyboarding, so I'm sure he's got the skills to do well, you know, in this competition.
And he's the only Puerto Rican in the event too, so...
Oh, that's right. I
Jorge.
thought our good friend Bobby Quiñones was actually going to be here, but I guess it's Jorge Colomer's. It's Jorge's turn now, you know.
It's Jorge's turn, yeah.
Yeah, to make an impression and hold the flag for Puerto Rico.
Bobby Quiñones, we've seen him surf really well at pipe this year in the pipe event. Bobby, but seen him get a lot of big 8-foot barrels at pipe. Bobby Quiñones is probably watching with the rest of the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, I give a shout to Bobby. He was actually here in Porto for that, you know, summer for almost like, I don't know if he went back and forth, but almost 3 months here, and we had some massive swells, and Bobby was getting some of the biggest bombs, biggest barrels, you know. On some days he was actually scoring the wave of the day, so we know Bobby's good, and all the Puerto Ricans are good too, you know.
So we're just going to give another shout out to these sponsors. We've got Coastal Playground as well. They help out the communities around that suffer like the hurricane here and things like that, and they put a lot of revenue back into sort of third world and sort of struggling areas in the world where, you know, they're surfing, and basically they set up these programs too in Indonesia and things like that, and they help out the environment. Coastal Playground, and also we've got the Oaxaca town, which is here in Port Escondido, and Prone Clothing from the UK. Also Reflex Wetsuits, Red Bull, Colorado Surf, which is a local bodyboarding store here. That's Humberto, which is the contest promoter. And as you see here, another action. See who's taken off in the green.
That's Hector Santiago on that wave. He's trying to gain some speed. He's looking for that section. He goes for the spinner, and he's now looking for that ARS to... That's right. That's Hector.
Motor.
Yeah, motor, and they call him motor because he never gets tired. He just surfs all day long, non-stop.
Motor, the ADD boy, he's just motoring through that ARS at the end.
Exactly. You know, he knows the wave. We go with the replay. That wave kind of doesn't offer him much in the very first part. That's why he's going for that spinner, trying to wave to build up, and then he sees that section, throws that ARS, and completes that maneuver. So that's going to be, I think, Hector's best score so far.
So, yeah, I mean, it's still wide open, this heat. Jorge's in the lead with 11.03. Sorry, Roberto Bruno in second, 8.1. Chewy Silva in third at the moment, but that could change here. I think it will. Wait for Hector's score to drop. Just under 22 minutes remaining in heat 2 of round number 2 here. And this is if you just tuned in, it's a 6th stop of the Grand Slam Series down here in Port Escondido, Mexico. Zicatela Pro.
That's right, and we see now Chuy Silva. He is driving through that section well. Like I said, Chuy Silva waits patiently, and now he's looking to improve on that second score.
Chuy Silva being patient out there. 21 minutes remaining. And this is the IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. When we talked before, you can bet on this event now. It's the first event in a while since you can bet on. As we see Chuy Silva.
Chuy Silva, yeah, he stalks. He knows how to ride those barrels. He up his line, and now he sees he eyed that last section that was going to actually close out on him, so he kind of just, you know, pulled out pretty fast.
As we talked before, Sporting Bet sponsoring this event and open up the markets, so you can bet if you're in Australia, New Zealand, or Brazil and Spain. You can bet on favourite rider to win the event.
Wow, that's a great way to make a couple, you know, pennies.
Couple of bucks, yeah, or lose a couple of bucks.
Yeah, that could happen too. But most likely, all you guys want to bet and you want to make money, right? So go ahead and place your bets and pick your winner.
That's right. And you know what? We've got a little lull in the action, so we'll throw it on advert, and we'll be back soon. Have a look at this.
Yes, punters, welcome to the world of Sporting Bet.
At Sporting Bet, we live and bet. It's what we do, day in, day out. That's why we're the punter's favourite, providing top odds and unique promotions on a huge range of markets. And our cutting-edge technology means you can bet anywhere, anytime. So if you're into sports and racing as much as we are, go to sportingbet.com.au today. Because there's no better bet than a sporting bet.
Yeah, and welcome back to the IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro. If you're just tuning in, presented by Sporting Bet. That's one of our main sponsors there, Sporting Bet. We had Motor have a look at this one through the while we had that advert.
Yeah, Motor was like driving through that wave for a while until he actually saw that little section, threw a nice invert, and then, you know, had a combination with a spinner and then a roll. So I think both Mexicans are looking to improve as we are looking at the scores.
Now we see a situation change. We saw Chewy Silver got up in a second there with his 5.23 barrel rod, but now Hector's pushed him back to third, with Hector now a total of 10.11.
Right. Well, I mean, this is a tough heat, especially because the conditions are not perfect, and everybody's trying to be a little bit, you know, get a little bit of love from the ocean, trying to get the best wave. Jorge Colomer is leading the heat right now. Hector pushed them back, as you said, but that doesn't mean the heat's over. So we're far from over, and everybody's going to try to do their best. Pretty much all Mexicans, including me, including myself, we're willing to
rooting
see
for the Mexicans.
Yeah, the Mexicans to be at least in the third round and, you know, wait for the better conditions, because we all know that they actually love to surf Zicatela and they know the wave very well.
That's right. I mean, they're the most experienced out here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a little bit of an advantage when you surf this wave every day. Here we go, Motor. Motor's riding on that wave. He's actually trying to catch as many waves as he can.
He's just motoring through this whole heat.
He goes
wow,
for
going
nice
for a
backflip.
See if he can stick this. No, he's come unstuck.
He came unstuck, but
he's going for it. He's turned that motor up, hasn't he?
That's right. You know, as I told you, he likes to keep going. You know, he doesn't want to stop. That's why they call him Motor.
Does he drink coffee or anything? I've got to drink 6 coffees to start motoring. Every morning I've got to have at least 2 cups of Joe before I get up.
That is right, but Motor, I think he just comes out naturally. He doesn't even need that coffee. I think he drinks the coffee afterwards.
The first time I came down to Port Escondido was 2001, and Motor was like the local loudmouth around the town, and I surfed with him every day, and that was 11 years ago, and I look at him this morning, and he hasn't changed one bit. He hasn't aged. He looks the same as he did 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably he looks younger. He probably looks younger, and I think, as you said, Motor knows every single place around the coast of Oaxaca, and he knows where the good waves are. So if you want to come to Puerto and have a good host and a guy who takes you to, the best waves, make sure you check in with Motor.
That's it. And we encourage everyone around the world to come back to Porto. The town really needs the tourism. They need the support. You want to come and surf one of the best beach breaks in the world, this is your spot.
Yeah, totally. As Hurricane, made a big mess. The town has actually come back alive, but that doesn't mean we still need, the tourism to come back and help us with the local economy. So please, come to Puerto. Everybody's really welcoming here. You're more than welcome to come, and visit us. If it's your first time, you're going to love it. If it's, your second or third or whatever time, I'm pretty sure you most likely know how it is here, and that's why you're coming back.
Yeah, they're friendly locals too. There's no beef in the water. Everyone's pretty good. I love coming back here. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, it's a beach break. The beach is pretty long, and it's not like, for example, waves like pipe, that the wave breaks pretty much just about luck, and any given day, you could be getting the best wave of your life and the best wave of the day or best wave of the swell. So that's one of the good things about Porto, that there's enough room for everybody, and there's never really a hustling, for getting the waves.
Yeah, and plenty of waves around too. You can go down the coast, a couple of hours up the coast.
Man, this coastline is unbelievable. The state of Oaxaca has so many waves, and I'm pretty sure there's waves that we haven't even seen yet, because it's so big, so long. But you know, 1 hour south, 3 hours south. There's amazing point breaks. You go north, there's the same thing too. So it's all about a little bit of wave knowledge, reading the charts about the swell, where the swell direction is coming from, and most likely you're going to be scoring epic waves.
So situation, 14 and a half minutes remaining. Jorge in the lead on 11.03. Hector Santiago, a.k.a. Motor, he's in second with a 10.11. Chewy down in third with a total combined score, 9.43. He's chasing a 4.89, which is a pretty average score. And Roberto Bruno from Brazil in fourth position, a total combined of 8.1. He needs a 3.41. He's got a pretty high score already. He's got a 6.7, which is the highest scoring wave in this heat, but he's in fourth. He needs a backup wave. So I'm sure if we see Roberto Bruno get a pretty good wave, he'll jump right up into first.
Yeah, that's right. At this point right now, everybody's got a chance, you know. It's not really like...
It's very, very close.
Yeah, everything is close. Everybody's close. Everybody's able to get that score. 3.41 for Roberto Bruno. Chuy Silva only needs a 4.89. Hector Santiago needs a 5.31. And as we saw, like Amaury Laverne on the last heat, he got a 7 on that backflip, big backflip. So we know that with one maneuver, you're able to get that big score and move up into the lead.
Yeah, I mean, we look at first position there, Jorge, 11 points, Roberto on 8. 3 points difference separating the whole top, these first, second, third, and fourth.
That's right. Everything
very
is,
close.
Yeah, everything is doable. Everything is close. And like I said, you know, hopefully the Mexicans, both Mexicans, will make it to the next round. Everybody's got their favorites. I know the Puerto Ricans won Jorge, the Brazilians won Roberto Bruno. And, you know, it's just everyone.
That's right. And as we look at some action here, someone's no takers on this. But if you have tuned in and you don't know too much about the sport, these guys surf and they get their two highest scoring waves and they combine that together and that's their total score. Their maximum wave count can be 12 waves and they've got 35 minutes to do that. And what they're sort of looking for is to get barreled, get in the tube. This is for people who don't know too much about bodyboarding.
Right.
Getting that nice tube and coming out with an air maneuver. And the more air they get, the more critical it is, and it's harder to land. They get rewarded for the points.
That's right. Aerialistic maneuvers are very well high scored. And in Puerto Escondido, as we know, on the best days, we got some of the longest and deepest, craziest barrels. So I'm pretty sure also the judges like people to see riders to go in the barrel and trying to come out. The longer the ride is, the bigger the points will be.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, especially coming here to Mexico, it's such a mixed bag that one day can be just incredible barrels and one day can just be huge ramps, or you can have both in the one day.
That's right. Now we see White, Jorge Colomer. He sees, you know, nothing of that, so he decides to kick out. But yeah, back to that question, Alex. You know, when we talk about swell directions, well, we go to Motor now. Motor's looking for that nice ramp. He knows exactly how to hit those lips. He didn't find it. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of current out there, which is making the conditions a little bit messy.
On the surface.
Yeah, the wind has changed. It's now blowing from the east. And it's not quite strong to make conditions better. It's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes for the conditions to turn out right. So unfortunately for this heat, they're in the moment where, you know, the ocean doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, there's, like we said, there's sort of two swells, the back end of yesterday's swell, which we saw in the 8-foot range, a bit too big for the banks and the direction, I believe. I'm not too knowledged up on.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. I mean, right now there's a little bit of a new swell coming in, and I think that storm kind of pushed a little bit of a wind swell, which made conditions a little bit weird. But the good thing and the good news is that for Thursday, we're looking to see another big swell, but this one's coming pretty south. South swells means really good waves for Puerto. If it's mixed in with a southwest, it could be really rampy.
So there we see Roberto Bruno looking for a second scoring wave there. Nice invert for Roberto Bruno, the Brazilian. You know what? He's going to move up into first here, I'm pretty sure, because he's got a 6.7, and he'll get rewarded for that.
Yeah, that's right. That invert actually counts. I'm not a judge, but from the way I see it, the way I've been competing, he will get more than a 3 for that one. Yeah, that's Roberto Bruno. He's driving down the line. He's eyeing that section, looking for that lip to hit, and he actually finds it, goes through that lip with a nice invert. He gets a pretty good air time on that one, Alex.
Yeah, for sure. A good projection there for Roberto. Yeah, he'll get, I reckon, I'd say in that sort of 5 to 7 range, he'll probably get for that invert. Maybe a 6 or a 7. He'll get pushed up into first here.
Yeah, for sure. He only needed a 3-4-1 to move up into the lead. And,
yeah, in the second.
Most likely
yeah.
he's gonna, into second, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get it.
Yeah,
which is not good for the Mexican campaign. You know, we're like, wow.
Oh, the Mexican charge. They're going to be pushed down into third and fourth, I think.
But there's still quite some time. You know, there's still 9 minutes. I'm pretty sure, you know, they're going to get a chance to show off. You know, like we see Chewy right now. He's looking for that left. He loves those lefts, and he knows exactly what. Oh my goodness.
Chewy just pulling out there.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's like my heart starts beating hard and fast when this happens, you know.
So if you have just tuned in, this is the Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. We're up to round 2, heat 2. We're going to run heat 3 and heat 4 today of round 2, and then it looks like we might be calling it a day till tomorrow, just due to the conditions. We've got the wind probably coming up around lunchtime. Seems to come up on the onshore, comes up around lunchtime, doesn't it?
Yeah, every morning on the normal wind pattern, Puerto Escondido, it's like offshore in the mornings, and it turns onshore around 10, 11, always on around noon. Now we see Jorge. Oh, wow. That's a nice El Rolo with a pretty good extension.
Big roll for Jorge there.
Yeah.
That's going to solidify his spot at the moment. He was chasing a 7.2.
That's right. Yeah, that's Jorge. Like I said, he knows Zicatela very well. Hits the lip right in the perfect spot. That's why he gets projected out into the flats. Lands that perfectly, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get a nice score for that one.
So he's up in the first. He got a 6.28 for that invert.
Wow, and the cameraman just missed motor, but I think we're going to see that replay, and then he made that nice invert. We're going to wait for that replay to motor.
Yeah, so there we see Roberto on the left here. Goes for a roll.
Claims it.
Roberto Bruno getting busy again. We saw Moto do that invert. We'll try and get a replay if we can. So Moto's... Here we go.
Yeah, Motor was driving down the line on that right, trying to gain... Goes around that section, and he eyes that lip. He gets projected out, and I don't even know how he made it. There was like a little backwash coming.
Yeah, backwash.
Towards him, and he actually made it, you know. So I think Motor is gonna improve his score.
Yeah, Motor kicking it into fifth gear there, just trying to really push his spot right up into second or first. Motor.
Yeah, this heat, I mean, it's getting tough for everyone. That's Roberto right there. He looked for that nice roll. I don't know if that's gonna be better than his second best score. Could be. But I think his second best score was an ARS and a roll. He's just getting a 1 roll on this wave. Although I'm not a judge, right? And I'm pretty happy I'm not a judge right now. Because this is tough right now. It's pretty tough.
I hate to be a judge. I think they got the hardest job on the tour.
Yeah, that is pretty tough. You know, to tell you the truth, I really I appreciate what they do, and we always complain with them. But you know, we're only humans, and you know, it's pretty hard and tough job.
Yeah, they only seem to get noticed when there's a complaint.
So Motor improved his second best score and move up into second for a second.
Then Jorge's score come through. So hang on, we got Jorge's been scored a 7.13, which has now put him back up in a second.
That's right.
And Hector's was in a second, then jumped back to third.
Yeah, I saw it on the screen, and I was like pretty happy about it. But then right away, Jorge Colomeres just came in as a 7.13
for that big roll.
Yeah, big roll on that one, and that was worth the
which
points.
Was worth it, because it was a bigger wave, it was a set wave, and it was a critical section.
It was a critical section, and then he came out pretty clean. Of course. I want to see my Mexican friends, moving up into the next round, but but the judges only do it fair. And, you know, Jorge Colomet got the best out of that
That's right, yeah.
exchange.
You know what? A bit of a lull. The ocean's gone a bit flat. We'll cut on that, but we're back after this. There we go, Freedom Fins, and the Freedom Round 4 is coming up in a few days' time, sponsored by Freedom. And the brains behind these flipper innovations, Andrew Lester. So he's created this flipper, and he's the brains behind it. So
that's so cool. Andrew Lester's got a lot of experience in this sport, so I'm pretty sure he knows exactly what he needs for the fins.
That's right, yeah. I got a pair of him just the other day, and tell you what, they're one of the best fins I've ever used.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure all you guys should get, you know, a pair of those Freedom fins.
Definitely.
Yeah, so, you know, when we have only 3.5 minutes remaining, 3 minutes and 35 seconds, actually, and I'm hoping, you know, our boys, the local boys, get one last chance to show off and, you know, get looking for their actually. Chuy Silva is in the 4th position. He's looking to improve that last score or get 7.68 to move up to 2nd. Hector Santiago, he needs a 6.15 to take the lead from Roberto Bruno. So there you go.
We'll see how tight. We had a really tight heat, that last one. Jake Stone missing out by 0.10 of advancing through. So tight. And we saw only 3 points difference in that first heat from 1st to 4th, and it's again in this one. We see Roberto Bruno on 13 and Chuy Silva on 9.
That's right.
So 4 points difference between 1st and 4th. There we see Chuy Silva.
Chuy Silva looking for that section. He knows that left could give him a potential score.
He's going to hit this thing. He's got to go big here.
Through the lip on that one. That's going to be tough to land because that was a pretty frothy section. So, wow, that's so unlucky for Chuy Silva. When we have Jorge Colomer now, he's trying to also get that. See, the conditions have, like, you know, changed quite a lot. But like I said, maybe in the next couple of days we're going to see a mix of swell, southwest with the south. That could be really rampy. Things could be really good for those guys that are, like, really good for aerials, like Jeff Hover, for example. That was here in the, you know, summer with his brother and Jared. They were just killing it, just absolutely killing it. It was just incredible. That was a great show that we saw from these guys. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see a video clip already online of Jeff Howard. You just go look for it.
We see someone's lost their board there. I think that's Roberto Bruno, maybe, is it? No, it's actually Chase O'Leary from this next heat.
Oh, that's right.
He's got 2 minutes to get his board and get back out there. He's got a minute and a half. So that big set that came through has landed on Chase's head, I believe, and he's lost his board.
Yeah, that's how when you see how powerful Zicatela is, you know, you can rip your board off. We saw a broken board on the first day of the trials, so this wave is no joke. He can break you for sure. All right, yeah, so when we see the scores, Roberto Bruno in the first place, Jorge Colomer is in 2nd, Hector Santiago, el mexicano Hector Santiago sigue en la 3ª posición y Chuy Silva en 4º. Desafortunadamente los dos mexicanos están ahorita en 3º y 4º y ojalá y puedan avanzar. Un saludo a toda la gente de habla hispana, a todos nuestros amigos de Latinoamérica. Estamos en Zicatela Pro 2012 aquí en Puerto Escondido. Y bueno, estamos esperando los resultados. Esperemos que 30 seconds to go. And hopefully in the next 30 seconds we see something from the locals.
So 20 seconds to go.
20 seconds is looking pretty tough.
Very tough. There isn't much coming through. There might be one wave coming through here left for someone if they're in position.
10 seconds. Wow. Wow. 4. Yeah, unfortunately, I think both Mexicans got eliminated, and we're going to
Wow.
we're going to see.
So Roberto Bruno and Jorge Coloma, the Puerto Rican and the Brazilian, advancing through into round 3. Well done, boys. Unlucky the Mexican campaign is come to an end.
Yeah, that's so tough. I'm sad to say it, and I know all of us Mexicans wanted to see, the local boys making it through the next round. Conditions were tough, and every competitor in this round is actually pretty good. So, there's always more year, and better luck for next year.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining me there, Edwin. And,
Thank you guys for having me. I'm going to give a shout. Quiero decirle un saludo a mi padre que recientemente tuvo una operación. Él me está viendo y escuchándonos ahora, así que papá, por favor, recupérate y saludos a mi mamá y a mi hermano.
Well, I don't really understand that because I'm still learning my Spanish. I'm a bit slow, but whatever that meant, on ya.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time, Edwin. That was Edwin Morales, our local legend here in Mexico. Really good bodyboarder and photographer. And he's really one of the main names down here in Puerto Escondido. So we saw Chase O'Leary just losing his leash. It's actually snapped. So he had Tanner and the Liam O'Toole run down and fix his leash for him. He's trying to get back out there again now, but this is not good for Chase. Not a good start to his heat. Just coming unstuck, trying to get out the back. There, so we got in this heat, Jacob Romero in the red, Diego Cabrera in the white, Chase O'Leary in the green, Alberto Colucci in black. And I'm joined here with a special guest from Australia, from my hometown, lives next door to me, Andrew Lester. How you going, buddy?
Good, Alex. Can you keep the noise down too, by the way, at home? Bloody
Sorry,
noisy neighbour.
Sorry, mate.
Nah, stoked to be here. Stoked to be here.
So, and Andy, what's been going on? We saw you yesterday shred that last 30 seconds of that
We've
heat.
got Jacob, birthday boy, up and riding.
It's his birthday, is it?
Birthday today, yeah. 45. 23, I think. But, yeah, it's his birthday today, 1st of October. Good on him. And a big shout out to Alex Mills as well from home. It's his birthday today
Big
too.
shout out, yeah.
But, yeah, no, not much has been happening. Just down here, conditions are slowly improving, so it's good to get through round 2. As we can see, Diego Cabrera looking at one, but decided to kick out.
Just kicked out there. So, yesterday, talk us through that heat. 30 seconds to go. You're chasing a 7.75.
Yep. Yeah, something like that, a 7, as high as 7 or mid-7 or something. Yeah, it's just, it's such a good beach. It's such a good wave out here. Like, it's such a good beachy, but, it's, it's peaky, so it's not like it's not one defined peak and you just sit there and wait for them to come in. The waves come in all over the shop, and I was pretty lucky. I just kind of thought that my luck had kind of run out because I got a good wave at the start, and then with 30 seconds to go, I needed like a high 7 and got this sick left barrel that came through and managed to get a good tube and come out with a bit of an invert, so I got the score with an 8.
Got an 8 right there.
So yeah, it's pretty stoked for that.
To go.
Yeah, so super stoked about that, and
dancing through to round 3.
Yeah, it's always good to skip that second round because, I mean, you grow up competing, and it's elimination, but it's always good to skip that round so you don't have to worry about trying to do this round 2 where you get
pressure
knocked
cooker.
out. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we've seen a couple of guys go home already.
Yeah.
The Mexicans they don't have to go far, but they've gone home in that last one.
They're home for a siesta, yeah. It's hard, and saw Jake and Sam in that first one. The two Aussie guys get knocked out as well, so it's always hard to see, good riders get knocked out in this round, but, it's the World Tour, so good guys are going to get knocked out.
And your latest project, the Freedom Fins, you've been working really hard designing your own fin.
Yep. Freedom Fins has been going really good. We launched in Australia back in March, and I've been really happy with how it went. We sold out of a lot of the fins, so it's been a little while to get that second batch out, but really, they're actually going to be global too. So make sure you go down to your local surf shops and ask for the Freedom Fins because they're going to be out there soon.
And it took you a while. I know you worked on this for a couple of years, just trying to really improvise on getting the perfect fin. And I mean, you gave me a set the other week, and I reckon they're the best fins I've ever used. Really powerful, and you worked overseas with the manufacturers and things like that, trying to really just get them right to that supreme sort of level.
Yeah, I'm really stoked with how they turned out. It's it's kind of good. We've got a really different, I guess, rubber structure to it. It's got a bit of silicone in there as well, so it's so it really takes away that that rubbery feel, which causes a lot of irritation, which then obviously turns into sea ulcers when you're out in the surf. So that was a really important part, and just sponsored Jared Houston on the World Tour, and I'm just stoked to have my own little company that I can, support. Like we're sponsoring this event, like
got behind this event.
Like
that's good.
A partnering sponsor of this, and also with the box event earlier on in the year. So that was always my goal, is to I'm not expecting to be retiring next year off the profits of it, but it's good that I can be able to sponsor a few events and hopefully one day be a presenting sponsor like Turbo Wiz on this event.
That's good, putting back into the sport. That's what we need.
Yeah. Well, I kind of took a leaf out of Mitch Rawlins' book with Found, with him sponsoring a few events, and he's putting a lot back into the sport. So I just want to kind of follow his lead and do the same thing.
That's right. I mean, look at that. And also, coming up to Christmas, kids, put that on the Christmas list for the parents, eh?
Yeah, we've got 4 colours too. We've got all black. We've got yellow and black. We've got red and grey, and we've got a brand new colour as well coming out as well, which is black and red. So we've got a few colours there to so you can colour coordinate with your boards or wetsuits or whatever the kids do these days. But no, they're pretty sick. So go into the shops and hassle the store owners, and if they don't have them, make sure they get them.
Okay, so if you have just tuned in, this is the IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet, and we're up to round 2, heat number 3.
Yep.
In the white rashi from Canary Islands, we got Diego Cabrera.
Yep.
In the red rashi, we got Jacob Romero from Hawaii. It's his birthday too, by the way. In the green rashi, we got Chase O'Leary, Port Macquarie, Australia.
Yep.
And down in the black rashi, we got Alberto Colucci, the Venezuelan.
Yep.
Who had an interference call on him against Magno in the first round there a couple of days ago. Sort of in the last minute there.
And Alberto's been doing really well. He came all the way through from the trials, and he surfed really well, and to get into the main event. I think he did that in the trials in Portugal too, in the last event in Sintra. So he's no stranger to surfing against these the top seed guys, and it's still early days in this heat, but it was a bit of a tough start for Chase O'Leary. That big set right at the end of that last heat came in, and he ended up snapping his leash. So Mike Stewart and Tanner McDonald lent them his leash, and rolling and bouncing in. Like if you took all the water out, it'd just be like a big long flat sand. You could just run up
sandbar.
Sandbar. So as you can see, like these waves just keep rolling in, and Jacob is just
it's condensed sand. It's hard. It's like concrete.
Yeah, it's hard sand. Yeah.
One of the heaviest beach breaks I've surfed for sure.
Yeah, as you can see, it looks like I am cheating a little bit, folks, going off the out to sea. But it looks like Jacob Romero has just thought, you know what, stuff it. I'm coming in.
He's in the lead. He's on 12.96.
3 minutes to go. As you can see, so Chase O'Leary is now needing a 7.09 to go into first. I don't know if he's going to get that. I mean, he could, but he'd be more worried about what Diego Cabrera and Alberto Colucci are doing, because they only need 4s.
Yeah, they're right on his tail.
I don't know what the
priority is at the moment.
Priority is, but Chase hasn't caught away for a while. As you can see, the birthday boy looking good for 45.
Jacob, I'm sure all the Hawaiians are watching, probably tuning in and supporting their man.
Yep.
And we got Mike Stewart coming up in the next heat.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Supporting Hawaii, and then we got obviously Jeff Hubbard and Dave Hubbard advancing through into round 3.
Yeah, they've got a good representation, the Hawaiians, on tour. And as you can see there, Diego only needs a 4.62, as you can see on the screens. Alberto Colucci with a 4.94. So Chase is really, I think, tactically, he will be trying to block those guys as best he can, but it's going to be difficult to do, especially when you're trying to block 2 guys.
Yeah.
Blocking 1 guy, you can do it. I mean, it's more manageable. But when you're trying to stop 2 guys from getting scores as low as mid-4s, Chase has got to really pray that the ocean goes flat.
Yeah. So Diego actually has priority.
Diego does. Right.
Diego's got priority here.
Okay.
He's got a minute and a half remaining.
Minute and a half.
So it's coming right down to the wire here. Everyone's fighting for that second position.
It seems like these past few heats too, Alex, it's been coming down to the wire.
I know in that last one with Jake, in the first heat, sorry, with Jake, it came down to pretty much the last wave. And then in that last heat, it was pretty tight as well. So,
yeah.
You know, there's not much separating the guys. And I know, obviously, from my experience in my first round heat, it came down to the last couple of 30 seconds or whatever. So, it's always nice to have a little bit of a climatic end to a heat.
Well, Jacob sits patiently waiting on the beach.
Yeah.
Hoping these guys don't get to catch anything.
Yeah. I wonder what he wished for last night or today for his birthday. I bet at first he was probably wishing that he got good waves. And then he was, as we've got Alberto Colucci coming up. He only needs a mid-4.
Oh, what's he going to do here?
Oh, he's made it. I wonder if that's an interference, though, because Diego had priority. Oh.
Diego's gone for a roll.
Oh, he only needed a
4.62.
4.62. This is going to be really interesting as we see at the back. Chase reversing.
Chase going for something here. Punches
a
a roll
pretty
through
nice
that
roll.
section.
I didn't see if he could get anything out the back.
Now, this is tight because Diego dropped in on Alberto Colucci, but Diego had priority in that.
Yep.
So Alberto, he had, I guess, he's in 4th position. He just had to go anyway.
Yeah. But I wonder if he completed the ARS before Diego took off.
Now, this is going to be tight. We'll see what the judges come up with here.
Yeah.
But look at the replay here.
So
he's come up.
Goes through the lip, does the
No.
flip, does the ARS. No, I don't think they could call that as being a right because he did it after Diego took off.
Diego already had momentum.
Yeah, so Diego did that roll, but that was all it was. I don't know if that's a 4.63.
No.
4.62 that he needed, sorry.
He needed a 4.62, Diego. I don't know if he's going to be right on the money if he gets that score to get chasing the push to third, but we'll just wait and see.
But I'll tell you what, because we only saw the tail end of Chase's last wave, if he'd done a manoeuvre on the outside, he would have improved on his 4.43.
That's right.
So then it could have made it harder for Diego. Diego might have then needed a 5 or a 6. So, like we said, the last couple of heats have been coming down the wire, and it's not let us down in heat 3, has it, Alex?
It has not, Andrew. While
right.
we wait for those scores to drop, you're going to take off and get ready for your free surf training. Thanks for dropping in, Andy.
No worries.
Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you in round 3.
Yes, and could I say a quick shout out to my nieces and nephews and my sister and her husband in WA, Kate and Jason, and Harvey, Olivia, Sophie, and Alex. Hope you're watching. And also to my parents and all the boys back home. Look forward to seeing you guys in Bali. Look forward to seeing you in Bali for for Condor and Shaz's wedding. Look forward to it. We'll party hard. All right, and buy Freedom Fins. See ya.
All right, and we're going to replace Andrew Lester with a legend, a Hawaiian legend. He'll be coming in just very shortly. While we wait for them scores to drop, Chase O'Leary and Diego Cabrera came right down the wire there. I don't think Alberto's going to get the score. I think he's going to get an interference call. They're still trying to work it out, the judges. We're still trying to work it out. A lot of action went down. But as we see in this next heat, Jones Russell, the Australian, in the red rashi. Eda Luciano, the Brazilian, in the white. Mike Stewart, the Hawaiian, in the green. And Michael Novi in black from Australia. And joining me in the booth right now is the one and only Jeffrey Hubbard. How are you, buddy?
Action. It's, the waves are a little tricky out there, but the boys put on some good shows, keeping it tight right till the end, and it's really exciting, man. These guys are just really hitting it off, and I'm just stoked. The next heat's going to be pretty intense. Mike Stewart, we got 10-time world champion against, some of the fresh upstarts from Australia. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. And we see you've been down here training for a month, Jeff, and we saw your podcast, one of the best videos I've ever seen.
Thanks.
Some big maneuvers going down.
Right on, Lorne.
So you got through your first heat. You absolutely shredded that heat you're in, and you advanced through to round 3.
Yeah, really lucky and blessed to get some waves, and it looks like we'll get some more better waves tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited for tomorrow's action. It's going to be cool, man. We're just excited.
That's right. And if you are thinking of putting money on Jeff Hubbard to win, he was paying $7.50 to win this event.
It's in.
So get on there at sportingbet.com.
It's in. Alberto Colucci has taken out Chase
Okay, now we're looking at this scores.
Wow.
We've got to get this confirmed at the moment. We're looking at Alberto Colucci with a 6.58.
For that ARS. Diego Cabrera 4.63, and Chase O'Leary moved all the way to 4th in that last exchange. I mean, Alberto went from 4th to 2nd. Diego stayed
Wow,
3rd.
this is very, very, I don't know what the word is for this, but so we originally thought Alberto might have got an interference on Diego there. Alberto's pushed up in a 2nd, the Venezuelan.
Wow.
Look at the points difference from 1st Jacob to 4th.
Not much. So Jacob Romero, man, just coming in clutch. It's Jacob's birthday today. He had a little bit of a birthday celebration, and up and riding Mike Stewart straight away. Look at that. Just great bottom turn around the section, cuts out. Yeah, and he's starting off this heat with a bang right on the horn.
Wow, that was a very intense last 30-second exchange there in that heat. Chase O'Leary just, being the victim there. Pushed back into 4th.
Wow. So this is it. I mean, we got things starting to happen for the whole round 3 starting to shape up. It's going to be pretty exciting.
That's right. If you have just tuned in, this is the 6th stop on the Grand Slam Series. This is down here in Mexico. We're at the IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. I'm Alex Leon. This is Jeffrey Hubbard.
What's happening, guys?
JD Hub from Hawaii.
Woo.
And Jeff got through his first round, won his heat, so he's advanced through to round 3. And you know what, Jeff? You're in the world title chase again. You're in the hunt. You're sitting currently 3rd on the world tour.
Yeah, I'm sitting 3rd. You know, I mean, Mitch and Guillermo both don't have a 5th result yet, so this is going to push them, give them a boost. But you know what? Hey, I'm just having fun, just going to take it heat by heat, and just not really worried about the world title at the moment. Just let's go out there and try and win this contest, because this contest is awesome. I mean, this is where like dreams happen. You know, Puerto Escondido, best beach break in the world. You know, you want to go out here and put on a show for everyone, and it's going to be really exciting. So, guys,
that's
just
right.
cutting out.
You know what? While those dreams are getting being made right now, we'll cut down to see someone's dream just came through. Jacob Romero,
birthday boy.
Muchas gracias, Alex. I'm here with the winner of the last heat, my good friend Jacob Romero. So, Jacob, how does it feel to not get eliminated on your birthday?
Yeah, it feels great. Today's my birthday, obviously, and it was really difficult out there. And luckily, I got that one last wave with the birthday sex on my.
Good to have some sex on your birthday, then.
Yeah, somehow, because I'm a single man now, so I'm cruising.
Solid, man. So, is it pretty difficult to find the zones out there, or what?
Yeah, there's a lot of current moving. It's not as big as expected, but you got to do what you got to do. And thankfully, I got those 2 scoring waves, and I moved to the next round.
Solid. So you took care of business then. So you want to make any shout-outs to anybody back at home, Islands?
Yeah, taking care. Just wanted to say thank you to my mom and dad, my brothers, my family. I love you guys. Yeah, and my friends and my sponsors. Thanks for the support. And, enjoy the last heat of the day. Aloha.
Right on. So that was good with Jacob Romero enjoying his birthday and moving on to round 3. Back to you guys in the booth, boys.
Yeah, that was Dan Zimmer bringing us that interview with Jacob Romero, that heat winner, another Hawaiian.
Yeah, it was really cool to see, Jacob Romero taking the win on his birthday. He's stoked. He loves these conditions, just wants to boost. We saw that, finally got a good ramp at the end and got that score. And
combination forward spin.
ARS to spin right into a nice roll. We call that, in Hawaii, we call that birthday sex when you do a spin after your ARS because you get a little extra. Like birthday sex. And he did it on his birthday, up and riding. Who's this?
There we go. Eda Luciano
big
from Brazil.
Roll. Wow.
Wow. 2 big rolls there for Eda.
Did he make that second roll? He might have. I guess it's hard to tell. But, there's a great heat surfing right there. You got 2 good moves, and he's looking good. That's what you want, right, in the early moments of this heat. Let's watch it. Take us through it, Leo.
Yeah, there we see a nice bottom turn from Eda. Sort of stalling at the top there, waiting for get a bit of speed and momentum. Punches the roll there. This one's, nice extension roll. Lands, really good landing there.
Yeah.
Eda Luciano. I mean, we've seen him. He took out that last GQS event in Venezuela. He's sitting 3rd on the GQS tour, so he's going to requalify no matter what.
Yep, exactly. So he's already relaxed. He's requalified, even though and he can only improve here. I'm not sure what he was sitting.
Yeah, Edda's sitting 20th at the moment on the World Tour, on the Grand Slam.
Yeah, he's in 20th. So, I mean, he's got a ways to go. But, he was dropping a few. He just needed to add a few results because we'll see what he can do here. Beach breaks. He likes beach breaks. He's working on things here in Brazil. I know it's a lot of beach breaks, and he's really good. So here at Porto, it's all sand, so he's not really afraid of the reef. He can just push it.
Yeah.
And, do his ARSs and rolls, and we'll see how he can go.
That's right. I mean, he's really good in these competitive conditions. In these smaller waves, he's really good. And we've seen his improvement over the last few years in bigger waves. And he's starting to really be really good in big waves now. Like we saw today, just then, Etta Luciano just
7.13 for 2 rolls, and and he's a big boy, so
that's right.
He's one of the bigger guys on tour. He's probably like 75 kilos, 80 kilos, and
he's probably 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, he's big.
Just does these extended arm ARSs, and he's got a really interesting technique. His arms are probably like a meter or so long, so even in small waves and how heavy he is, he can get up and out of the little wave and do these ARSs.
That's right. So we saw Mike Stewart get a 3.75 with 2 small rolls on his first exchange. Jones in 3rd and Novi in 4th. Not really with any scoring waves at the moment. So quick shout out to the sponsors. Freedom Fins, Turbo, Red Bull, Colorado Surf, Inverted Bodyboard Stores in Australia, pretty big sponsor for this event. Coastal Playground, and your main one of your sponsors, Reflex Wetsuits, Jeff.
Yeah, Reflex hooking up everyone with those great product packs they had for the Salvemos Porto campaign.
That's right.
Really, really cool options they got. They're giving away, $150 vouchers, which is almost a spring suit at this time of year. I know, guys, in all of the Southern Hemisphere, so get those spring suits. They're looking really sharp, and they can get, all the packs. They're giving away some really great vouchers for these wonderful wetsuits. They have some of the best wetsuits on the market, and yeah, I'm loving it. Can't wait to get the new range. Frothing.
That's right, and yeah, there's waves back in Hawaii at the moment, starting the season.
The season started in Hawaii, and we got some nice northwest swells grooming the sand, getting it all shaped up. And, it'll be fun to get home.
Yeah.
But, at the moment, we got some great surf coming in the next couple days. The next couple days look amazingly boost. But, hey,
that's right. And you know what? It's a bit flat at the moment, so we'll just jump to a quick ad, quick advertisement, pay the bills, and we'll be back after this.
Hi, my name is Jacob Romero, and this is my high-performance signature model. Growing up on the island of Maui, I surf heavy waves every single day, and this board has been designed to handle that. The contours on the deck for better flex and grip when landing big airs. The extra foam under my body softens the impact. The certain slick gives better flex and projection, nose bumps for grip, 50-50 rails for speed, and channels for control.
You know what? Why those
Board
dreams
features
are
PSI,
getting
precision stringer
being made right now, we'll cut down.
This means the stringers are molded in with the core, giving the board added strength and longevity. This board is available in 2 core options, Polypro and Paradox Sail. The Polypro comes with a single circular stringer and is better for warmer water, and the less dense Paradox Sail comes with 3 flat stringers and is better for cooler water. I designed this board to handle everything, from heavy waves to big airs. This board will take your riding to another level.
The IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. I'm Alex Leon, this is Jeff Howard. If you just tuned in, we are up to heat number 4 of round number 2, our elimination round. And we have 26 minutes remaining with Etta Luciano, the Brazilian, in the lead, followed right behind him, Mike Stewart from Hawaii. And then we have Jones Russell, Michael Novi, right behind in 3rd and 4th.
So yeah, I mean we got like the little bit of onshore slate coming in right now, but the faces, we have these rips sucking it out. So every once in a while, we'll get some really heavy sections still, Leo. Like the rip will suck it out and make it like a big ripple. And we got 3 to 5 foot surf on the sets. We saw Chase O'Leary just get smashed by a couple bombs.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at this one. He's on a great looking section. Novi. What's he gonna do? Oh wow, what's it gonna be? Oh, just fading out there for Novi, not getting any ramp section there for him. Wow,
you see he's building up speed, looking to hunt down that sort of air reverse backflip bowl, but just nothing produced for him.
Yeah, I mean he's He's been around. He's done pretty good in a lot of events, and so we know how talented he is. But you know, he's got Jones Russell, who's one of the better trialists that made it through. He's really strong from Port Macquarie, and we saw how good he got third in the trials. And he's got Mike Stewart, a 10-time world champ, just fighting for these waves. I mean, this is intense, man. These guys got a battle royale here, and Eder off to an early lead with a 7.13.
Just come off a win too in Venezuela last week.
Yep.
We just want to thank our media partners too, YouTube, IINet, and Like Bodyboarding in Brazil. They're looking after us down in Brazil, promoting the event down there for us. So thank you guys down there. And everyone who's tuning in from all over the world. This is the Turbo Zicatela Pro in Mexico.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We're back online. We've had problems with the webcast the first day. We had a lot of technical issues here after that hurricane. Had destroyed some of the lines that we were using, so we fixed all those up.
So
We see Eder just having a look at this one. Done a nice forward spin. Nice roll on the inside.
He's
and he's going to
he is done.
just pull out. So
wow.
Eder Luciano, another scoring wave for him.
You know, that's good. He consolidates. He's going to put a big gap between him and the rest of the field right now. He's got a second scoring wave, probably better than Mike's 3.7. So it's really going to put some pressure on everyone right now to try and get through this heat, because now they know there's only Eder's taking up that top spot. They're fighting for second at the moment.
That's right.
Though, I mean, we do have a lot of time left, 23 minutes. We can see these guys just come through and see what happens. See what happens with these sets out the back, whether Mike Stewart.
Yeah, we got some
Jones
lines
Russell.
approaching. There's some lines coming in. Horizon looks very busy. We're going to get a good exchange here. Let's see what happens. Let's see who's in priority and who's going to be the better out of this.
Big set coming, Mike Stewart paddling over it. And he's just opting to duck dive. It's a bit closed out. No one going. We got another wall behind it. Let's see if anyone goes on this one. Anyone looking at it? Mike's paddling. We'll see if he's going to go. No takers.
Mike Stewart still competing at the age of 50, I think. 49.
He said he's 49. It's
49,
amazing,
and he's
wow.
still competing with some of the best in the world.
Yeah, it's all about your mental state and how fit you keep yourself and what you eat and your training regimen. I mean, man, he's sharp as ever. We saw him at Chile do that spin to barrel to big invert, and that was one of the best combination waves we've seen him have in his career. Probably a huge air. I mean, at the end. I mean, at the age of 49, he's great. Here he goes, Mike Stewart and Mike Novi up splitting the peak.
Here we go, Mike Stewart. Have a look at this right-hander. Just gets a flop roll there on the end. Not great for Stewart. We'll see what Novi did on the left, if we can get a replay of that soon.
Yeah.
But there we go. Eder Luciano taking off now on this left.
Cuts out.
Just cuts out.
Yeah, so we got Eder cutting out of that. It looked like Novi just didn't get a score either. So Mike, at least Mike's got a score. I'm not sure if it's going to better his 3.75 though. That was, it kind of hit a bit of chop when he went up for that roll. And so, hey, he's got two waves, but he's gonna have to step it up. And Jonesy, not really just waiting patiently out the back. We'll see if patience pays off for Jones Russell, man.
That's right.
Looks like
Jones having a look at this left-hander. It looks like a nice wave here. Jones Russell.
Bottom turn, big roll, candy
Big
roll.
roll.
That was a huge explosion, man. This guy is strong. Let's see if he can push through it. Port style, no, man, that was big.
Just coming unstuck there, Jones Russell. Heavy landing there. And no, incomplete move for Jones Russell, so it's not going to better his score. He's going to still be in fourth position. Still got 21 and a half minutes to go in last heat of the day. Heat number 4, round number 2.
Yeah, look, Michael Novi up and riding way down to the end. That was a big flip for Novi. That's going to push him right up in the top into second. And so he's looking the goods with that. That was exactly what he's been waiting for all heat, Leo. Just a little open face so he can do those big explosive backflips.
So Novi taking the left down the beach.
Yeah.
Pulling a backflip out. There's our Zicatela contest shirts you can buy online too. $30 from the IBA World Tour shop.
Looking sharp. Those look pretty cool, man.
Jump on to IBAWorldTour.com. Have a look at the shop.
and $30 worldwide shipping anywhere. It also includes 20% off inverted bodyboarding and reflex wetsuits.
Yeah,
Support the event.
Yeah, great deals going down. I mean,
that's right.
While you're watching online, go shop in between these lulls, and yeah, support the sport. I mean, I'm really thrilled on how many people supported the IBA to get this contest back up. Thank you all the people that did the Salvemos Porto campaign, and really appreciate it. Really appreciate
That's right.
it.
It's really, having the event here has really helped this town out, this community, after what they've suffered through. You know, no tourists have been coming here. It's been really quiet. The locals are struggling. Their businesses are really down. So they just want everyone to be aware now that they can come back here. It's better than before.
Yep, it's beautiful, man. It's better than before.
They've looked after it. They've helped it. Everyone got together and sort of really spruced up the area again. And I'll tell you what, it hasn't affected the waves. The waves are still incredible. One of the best beach breaks in the world down here in Port Escondido.
Wow, it sure is. And, you know what, beautiful days like this, end of September, beginning of October, I mean, look at us. We're laughing. It's overhead. The guys are just getting shocked. We have Mike Stewart paddling for this. Let's see if he'll go. What's Mike going to do here? Looks like a little bit of a pipeline wave. Oh, he gets shocked. Wow, that was an amazing pit. Can he come out? Yes, he can. Of course, Mike Stewart. What's he going to do? Oh, let's see if he can hold on. And
wow, Mike Stewart.
He's got to push through. Wow, good. He pushed through.
Well, you know what? He's going to get rewarded for that barrel, and I think it's going to be one of the highest scoring waves in this heat.
That was a great barrel. Spit him out. Let's watch it. Look at the replay. Look, pipeline knowledge, Leo.
So pipeline, isn't it?
Just stalls it. Scoop. Stalling right there. Just starts barreling. Just shocked. Spits out. Whew. It comes out. Nice spin. And then comes a little stuck, but then nice big extended roll. Comes in. Rolls. And, yeah, I don't know if his last move was actually completed. I think he actually probably should have pushed through. He cut out a bit early, so that's going to affect his score. But, you know, it's a second backup wave from Mike. You know, Eder and Novi. Oh, it's a 7.5. So, yeah, that's a huge score. Everyone's, you know, we have 3 guys on 7s. Wow, this is a big heat.
Here we go. Michael Novi on taking the right hand. He's going to see if he can get around this section. No, he can't.
So, wow, this is an interesting turn of events here, Leo. Everyone, with 18 minutes left, we have 3 guys on 7s. So, big heat
Very,
here.
very tight heat again. It's been tight heats all day. This is the tightest we've seen. Three 7s have been thrown out, with Michael Novi having the highest score of 7.63 with that backflip.
Yeah, Jones Russell looks like he's almost in combo land. He needs to really step it up. But hey, 17 minutes remaining. We know how good Jonesy is. We saw him surf in the trials, and he's a really great competitor. Let's see what he can do here. We know his boy Kingy's at home doing fist pumps for Jonesy, trying to get him fired up. You know. And we got some guys paddling here. We'll see what happens. Split the peak scenario.
So here we go. Jones Russell on the right. The Port Macquarie boy. Have a look at this.
Nice
Goes for a nice invert there. Jones Russell.
That's good. He needed that. He needed to start.
He needed that score.
So that'll get him back on the game, man. Right back in the game. It's not going to be a 7, but you know it'll be a backup score. It could be the highest backup score of those guys. So maybe now he'll just be looking for a 7.
I think he'll be around the 4 to 5 mark for that, for sure.
Totally. Yeah, I think it's going to be around the 5. You know, should be up there. So let's look at this. Oh, well, look at this down the beach. Nice, clean invert, man.
Yeah, nice tweak. Good style.
Speed line, really clean landing. So that's a good heat for him.
So who is going to be the victor here? We've seen a few blokes go home already today.
Yeah. So we got Michael Jones Russell with a 5.43. So, yeah, that's the best second score anyone's holding on to. So he only needs a 5.83. So he doesn't need much to advance into second. And probably needs a 6 to get up to first. So it's not much at all.
That's right. So third goes home with 25th place here. Fourth goes home with 29th place.
Yeah, so this is a battle, man. These guys want to make it to the main event.
That's right, because they're not.
Chances.
Yeah, they're not results that you want to keep. You know, these are throwaway results. These ones.
Yeah, you know, Mike's fighting to stay on tour. So is Eder. Actually, Eder's pre-qualified, so it's Michael Novi. Mike Stewart's pretty solidified. So this is a big result for Mike Novi here. If Mike can, get a backup score, he's going to really help his cause by advancing.
Yeah, that's right. We saw Novi's in 19th position, and Mike Stewart's actually in 8th position now.
Yeah, so he's pretty sweet for requalifying.
Yeah. So we're just, it's coming down to the business end, as we said before. Chase O'Leary was sitting right on the cusp at 16th and not getting through that heat.
Yeah.
So another...
It'd be pretty painful for Chase.
Another painful 29th result for Chase. So, and that's a throwaway result for him. But you know what? Coming down to this end, there's only 2 events left after this.
Yeah.
We go to Puerto Rico in November. Then we go to Canary Islands in December.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Finishing off in the Canaries as usual. Last year had some big waves at Fronton for that final day, really heavy. I mean, saw Jason Finley and Mitch Rollins just battling it out in these heavy, heavy conditions, and really cool, really impressive surfing by those two in that final day and those big slabs.
That's right. We've had Pipeline, our first stop,
Yeah,
which
Pipe,
you won.
Yeah, Pipe was pumping this year. I was
Pumping,
really psyched.
best pipe I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was the best pipe I surfed in a contest, and it was just flawless. And I was so stoked to just come away with a win there. You know, just against guys like Mike Stewart was in the final, and we had Dave Winchester in the final, and as well as Sam Bennett. So those guys were just ripping and come away with a win there. It was pretty cool. I was thrilled.
That's right. And then we went to the box where we saw Mitch Rollins take that one out.
Yeah, man, Mitch. He finally got his victory after like 8 years, back on tour, and he was so happy, and it sparked him. He's in the world title race, he's waiting, and look at this one up and riding.
Novi just too deep. They're not getting
man,
around that.
Just getting stuck. Wow. Yeah, he used his priority there, Leo. So.
Jones just landing right on his legs there. So Jonesy just coming unstuck there.
Wow, Jones
not having much luck there, but he did get a 5.43 for that invert before. So he's got a pretty good score there for that invert. He doesn't have a backup score yet. Jonesy's looking like he's going to be chasing a 7 or a 6 or 7.
Up and riding. Great bottom turn. What's he going to do here? Oh, has to cut out.
Tucks through. Nice milkshake there.
With priority, man. This is huge.
We just had a bit of a waterfall fall on our heads, myself and Jeff. We had a storm here last night.
Yeah, it rained really hard.
There's still a bit of water remaining on the roof, and it's come through and landed on me and Jeff. So we just had a little bit of a hiccup there, but we're all good.
We got a lot of computer equipment here, so it's pretty sensitive, so we're really stressed out. I mean, we want to make sure this feed doesn't drop out on you guys, and so you can watch this excitement that's happening in front of our eyes, and we'll see some good waves coming in right now. Yep, no one going, so you're not missing much, but there's the results at the moment. Eder in first, Mike in second, Novi in third. He only needs a 3.6, and Jones Russell in fourth only needs a 5.8. So, I mean, anything can happen. We'll see if these guys can better their scores. I'm sure Novi is going to be capable of bettering his score, but so is Stewart and so is Jones. Eder has a 4.5, which is a pretty strong backup at the moment, and we'll see.
So you can see what the judges are awarding here. They're awarding Stewart's barrel as the second best wave in this heat, with Novi's backflip being the better wave. Which, I mean,
Eder Luciano up and riding.
Depends what, you don't know what they're sort of, the way they see it though, Jeff. I personally think that we haven't seen many barrels today, and that Mike barrel was pretty good.
It was a great barrel, great technique.
But on the other hand, Novi's backflip was pretty big.
Yeah, I think if Mike had stuck that Rolo, they probably would have been the highest scoring wave of the heat, but he just came unstuck.
That's right, yeah.
So
we see Jones just sort of fighting that rip there, trying to get in position. Yeah, he's getting desperate a little. 11 minutes remaining.
Yeah, 11 minutes, so it's not a lot of time. I mean, it's enough time for a situation change for sure, because they each can get a couple more waves here for sure. They have a couple more scoring opportunities in the last perhaps 2 or 3, and we'll see what the waves coming in. There looks like a wave at the moment. Looks like Jonesy pulling back, opting not to go.
There's a set coming, I think. Let's see if anyone's going to have a look at this.
Yeah, so we got Eder sitting out there with probably third priority. Mike has first priority, so that's looking really strong for Mike Stewart. He's got pole position in the lineup. He's in second place. That's really helpful for him. But the lineup is really spread out. So we see Jones Russell. I look outside my my window and I see him paddling down south. And so he's doing pretty good by paddling down, getting away from other competitors. And So third priority is in for Jones Russell. So he's Eder Luciano has fourth priority. Mike Stewart has first. Novi has second priority. And here we go, Michael Novi. This might be the wave he needed to get out of the situation. Yep, that's going to be a score. Is that going to be at a 3.6? That'll be really interesting what the judges give for that, Leo, because he wasn't a critical move, but it was really smooth, a nice bottom turn, nice spin off the lip. It's one move wave, which is pretty common here, Porto. But what was the degree of difficulty? That's what the judges are going to be looking at, and will they deem it worthy of that 3.6 to change the situation?
Yeah, 3.6. It's going to go close. I think you'll probably get a 4 for that. But it was the Eder Luciano having a look, pulling out. Nothing there further.
So Mike's being really patient out there. He's just kind of sitting around. And I'd like to see Mike get a little more active and busy. But, he's a 10-time world champion. He knows what he's doing. We know he needs to advance. So Novi does not get the score. He gets a 2.93. So he just stays in second. Third. He's still in third place. It didn't help his situation at all.
2.93 for that.
So Mike dodging a bullet there. Mike needs to, improve on his 3.75. Okay. So we have fourth place, Jones Russell, needing a 5.6 or so to get into second place. Michael Novi only needs a 3.6, and Mike Stewart is in second place, needing only a 4.5, I think, to get first. So it's not much in between everybody, and wow, time is ticking by pretty quick. 8 minutes left. We're going to see exactly what happens here. What's going to happen here?
Yeah, 8.5 minutes remaining. Novi having a look at this one, pulling out. Just kicking out the back there. Yeah. He knows he's not going to get the score on that. He's being patient, Novi. He needs a big score. He needs to knock Stewart down. He needs to get up there in the first or second to qualify here, advancing through to round 3. Like I said, every single heat today have been so tight, only a few points between first and fourth. As you see again, Eder on 11.6 in first, and Jones on 7 points in fourth, without really a backup score. So
yeah, there's the judges up top. Those are the guys that are writing down the scores. We see Pat Caldwell, one of the legends of the sport, Chico Garantino, the head judge up there, and we have some really great judges working the system, and we're pretty lucky to have these bodyboarder people that used to bodyboard. Simon Thornton, exactly. Look at Simon. All eyes up there for everyone. It's an intense job they got today, and a real thankless one. So thanks, judges. You guys are doing a great job, and we're really happy that they're here for us.
Like I said to Lester before, you only hear about them when they're in the spotlight after a complaint.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you win. You were thanking them after pipe, weren't you, this year?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely boxes of chocolate being sent out, roses, flowers. These guys deserved it.
That's right.
Gosh, look at the time. It's almost 7 minutes left. The guys are out the back. Mike Stewart has not used his priority yet. He's, being really patient and picky with that. He knows he needs a good score. He needs to improve on a 3. So and we got Novi up and riding. Here it is.
Yeah, Novi. Let's see. Pulls in tight here
there's
under
the score.
Lip.
That's huge.
Punches a roll out off the top there. That's huge for Novi.
That's going to take him straight to first. That's one of the best waves we've seen today. Big barrel. Best waves we've seen in this heat. Barrel to move. So that's going to put him straight to first.
It's a good combination there. That's what the judges are looking at.
Exactly. So Mike's
get a barrel and then a maneuver.
Yep. Clean maneuver. And so let's watch the sporting bet replay. Look at him tucking into a nice quick pit. Wow. Nice barrel. A lot of speed. Wow. So that was a great wave by Michael Novi. He knows how to compete. So Mike Stewart's going to be in a bit of a bother here. He's going to need a score.
Definitely. And it's going to push Stewart into third.
Mike goes to first. Eder's in second. So what's going to happen here? Mike has been really quiet the last 10, 15 minutes. He hasn't caught much waves. We need him to see the 10-time world champion catch some waves because we know he's got the talent to get out of this heat. And Jones Russell as well. Jones is just sitting. Jones is hunting those waves down. Jones is waiting by those rights for his magical right again. We'll see what happens here because with only 5.5 minutes remaining, this is going to be really crucial for all competitors. Novi's looking pretty safe in that first place spot, but Eder, Mike, and Jones could all change the situation pretty easily. It's going to be really interesting.
So, Jeff, talking about your podcast, going back to that, mate, you must be pretty proud and pretty stoked with that video that Richard Lawney's edited for you, and spent time here shooting.
Yeah,
captured that nice section you got. It's one of the highest, most viewed clips ever on the internet.
Yeah, it's really
body
cool.
clips.
Yeah, really cool that he did that. Look at Eder's Luciano up and riding. What's he going to do here? Oh, that's a good way for Eder. See if he can finish it. No, he can't finish it, so that may not even improve Eder's situation. Mike Stewart duck diving out the back. But yeah, back to my podcast. I was thrilled that we had to spend a couple weeks here with Richie Larney, and he edited a great clip for me. And I'm just stoked that everyone really liked it. You can check it out on Vimeo. It's called Hub's Mexican Dream. It was really awesome.
Here we go. Novi taking off in this. He's going to get a big section here. What's he going to do? Ooh, big backflip for Novi. Can he make this? He's just fighting in the... Nah, the scenes board pop up.
Yeah, he's already in first, so that, it's not going to matter for him that he didn't make it. It wasn't a clutch situation. That's why he probably went for the big move, big backflip there. Mike Stewart sitting out the back, sets coming in, just closing out. Jones Russell, where's Jonesy? He's dodging these sets as well. I mean, wow.
Jonesy really needs a backup score here.
4 minutes left. These guys are stressing. Jonesy and Mike Stewart, what are they going to do?
And Jeff, you're actually the former winner here. You won last year.
Yeah.
You beat Ryan Hardy in the final.
It was a great
fight. In trying conditions. I think it was about 12 feet. I remember I was commentating the event last year, and I watched you do that massive air reverse in the final, which pushed Ryan in the second.
Surfing those kind of big conditions against like the best in the world, guys like Ryan Hardy. He's a maniac in big waves, so to come up against a win against guys like that, I was just so stoked. One of the highlights of my year for sure. Anytime you take a win here at a GSS event, it's really special because the level of riding is so high and so many factors have to come into play for you. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah. I was really blessed.
I mean, we get another performance like that this year, Jeff. You'd be sitting right up there for riding contention for that world title again.
Yeah, we'll see. Just try and make a few heats and just put on some performances for the spectators. Everyone wants to see some good riding out here, and I want to provide some good surfing for everyone, and that's the main thing.
You know what? We'll just throw to a quick advert. A little break into action here. Check this out.
Yes, punters, welcome to the world of SportingBet.
At SportingBet, we live and breathe sports and racing. It's what we do day in and day out. That's why we're the punter's favourite, providing top odds and unique promotions on a huge range of markets. And our cutting-edge technology means you can bet anywhere, anytime. So if you're into sports and racing as much as we are, go to sportingbet.com.au today. Because there's no better bet than a sporting bet.
Back to the action there. Then Jones Russell tucking into a barrel here. Let's see if he comes out. Oh, Jones Russell comes out this one and punches a roll. Wow, Jones Russell, he needed that score. Attention here.
Wow.
1 minute and 40 seconds remaining, and Jones is back in this fight.
Wow. So what did they need? I mean, so we saw some great action. Jonesy needed a 6.2.
Here we go. Here we saw Mike Stewart's replay here.
Mike only needed a 4 point. So Mike pulls into this pit, gets pitted, comes out with a nice reverse. We'll see if he improves on his situation here. And it's really good wave of Mike, but Jonesy's was the best.
Jonesy has gonna. This is going to be really tricky because Jonesy's barrel is better than Stewart's.
Yeah.
And the manoeuvre was better. It was a bigger roll. It was a roll where... Here we see Jonesy's replay. Look at the pit here.
It is intense, man. This is going to be so close.
Section.
Surprisingly comes out with a lot of speed and the big roll. Wow, that's going to be an interesting score, man. He needs a 6.24.
Wow, Jones has moved into second position.
Mike Stewart's second wave hasn't come in yet, so we'll see.
6.65. Wow, look at this situation. Ed is now in third.
Wow.
He led this heat for 30 minutes pretty much.
34 and a half minutes he led it for. Mike?
Novi pushed him back. As we see Eda here He knows he's got to dig deep now because he's been pushed back to third.
Fourth. He's in
out.
fourth now. Stewart jumped into second with a 5. So it is on, man. Look at these guys.
So now Stewart's jumped back up with his score.
Yeah.
This has gone right down. There's 10 seconds remaining.
Wow,
There's
Mike
10
Stewart.
seconds remaining, and Jones has now been pushed into third.
Mike Stewart.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Look at this. Michael Novi, 13.58. Mike Stewart, 12.58. Jones Russell, 12.08. So 0.4 there between Stewart and Jones, and Edda 11.66.
Wow.
Wow. Edda led this whole heat, finished in fourth. He's packed his
Amazing.
bags. Jones Russell
Oh,
was fourth all the way to that last minute, jumped up to second. Stewart then pushed him back down to third, with Michael Novi taking that one out, the Australian.
he is
advancing through with Mike Stewart.
That
We'll
was
see them
awesome.
in round 3. Wow, what a heat. That
What a
last
great
minute.
heat, man. This is every heat just been nail
The last minute of every heat
Nail
has come
biters.
right down to the wire.
Nail biters, man. It's awesome. These guys they all needed that 35 minutes. The 35 minutes was crucial in every heat. And,
That's right.
Gave
Nobody
everyone
went out to 35 minutes.
and gave everyone an opportunity and the right opportunities. These guys are just wow. That was amazing surfing. And you know what? Tomorrow we'll see some more great results. Awesome tomorrow morning. Check back in. It's going to start here at 7:30 local time.
That's right.
With round 3, the first heat. We're going to see Glamour Tamega. I'm not sure who he's going to be up against, but Glamour's going to be in the first heat tomorrow. So check into it.
So today we saw round 2 go down. We had 4 heats. We had Yuri and Amori advancing through from that first one. We had Sam Bennett and Jake Stone going home. Heat 2. We had Roberto Bruno and Jorge Coloma going through with the 2 Mexican locals, Hector and Chewy, packing their bags and walking up the beach to their home, which is right here.
Birthday boy, Jacob Romero taking first in heat number 11, and Alberto Colucci from Venezuela, last minute heroics, coming second place. And in the last heat of the round, we had Michael Novi winning the heat with Mike Stewart second and Jones Russell just missing out. Great surfing by Jones Russell and Eder Luciano. So that was awesome.
So, wow, now we are getting into the business end of the competition. We are going to move into round 3 tomorrow. We'll be back here probably for a 7 o'clock check-in at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Be awesome.
We're just waiting for a contest organised to give us the okay, but it looks like we're going to call it a day here. The onshore's starting to come up in Mexico. We're just going to try and wait for Michael Novi to come in. We might do an interview if we have enough time. We're just we're going to try and see what happens here.
Oh, Mike Novi
Michael
coming
Novi
in.
coming in there, a little bit of backwash there.
He's really happy. I mean, so that's really cool. Really cool. He's stoked.
Yep, so you know what, we'll just wait for Novi to come in. We'll just go to a quick advert, back up to pay the bills.
Me gusta, evidentemente me gusta mucho bailar.
I don't know why, but we're special. That's why we're here. I'm special, all right?
Techno Marine, one of our sponsors here too for the event. There we see our heat winner, Michael Novi. Taking that one out, the boy, Australian boy. He needed that one too. He was trying to qualify. He was only sitting in 19th. So now he's going to walk away with at least a 17th position now from this event. With Eder Luciano getting a 29th. Jones Russell getting a 25th. But Jones did well. He qualified from the trials.
He did great, man. He did great.
So
we're waiting on Michael Novi to come in, man. He did amazing in that last heat. You saw him turn it on, big backflip. That's just what the judges wanted to see, and it was really cool. But at the end of the, Mike Stewart surprisingly went from 4th into 2nd, coming
last
through.
Minute was so
stoked,
crucial.
man.
I mean,
crucial.
We see. I think it's every minute, every last minute of these 4 heats today. There's a big situation change, and that's what it comes down. That's bodyboarding. That's what we want to see. Hate to be a judge, but I like seeing it.
Yeah, it's exciting for the guys at home. I mean, I know I was biting my nails watching, so you guys must have been, just as excited as we were. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see what Novi has to say if he gets up on the beach, talks to our boy Dan Zimmer down south.
We'll see when he's down there. I think he's trying to line up now. You know what? Go on the IBA World Tour site, have a look at the shop, get all your goods. There's T-shirts, hats, caps. There's these value packs, 3 different sort of packs. We got the $50 pack, the $80 pack, and the $100 pack. So much value in it. It's going to support the event.
Yeah.
We want to thank all our sponsors, Turbo, Reflex, Red Bull, Freedom. You know what? Just heard that we've got him down there. Our heat winner, Michael Novi. Let's see what he's got to say.
Muchas gracias, Alex. I'm here with Michael Novi, the winner of the last heat. Congratulations, Michael. How did it go out there? How are you feeling? How do you feel not getting eliminated today?
Yeah, it was great. Getting a 4th in my first heat, so degrading sort of thing. I couldn't do anything out there, couldn't get any waves, but had a bit more luck this time. Even though conditions are kind of tricky and there's a lot of closeouts, managed to get a couple of open faces, so stoked.
Nice, so a lot of work out there. How hot is it out there? Tell us about it.
Oh, I need to get in my air-conditioned room right now. I think I'm going to pass out.
Nice, so the plan for the rest of the day, just relax and prepare for round 3?
Yeah, siesta is in store, and then see what the afternoon produces sort of thing. Better ways tomorrow.
Nice. So, yeah, well, I guess we'll see you in round 3. Want to make any shout-outs before we go?
Just all my mates and family and stuff from the Central Coast and Sunny Coast. Hopefully they're still watching because it's probably about 3 in the morning right now. So if you're up, thanks a lot.
So good support for the mates back home. All right, guys. Well, last heat of round 3, round 2. We'll see you in round 3. Michael Novi, congratulations again. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Dan the man down there with Michael Novi, our heat winner. So there we have it. We've done round 2. We're getting into the business end. We're going to be back tomorrow. 7 o'clock check-in for starting of round 3. Let's hope we've got the forecast. It looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to be a little bit better than today, which is good news.
Yeah, we're
coming in a better direction. So it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow.
It's going to be an awesome day. So check in. Make sure you tune in, and thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate it.
That's right. Remember, jump onto IBA World Tour, jump onto YouTube later on, have a look at the highlights from today and the previous days. We just want to thank YouTube, IONet, and Like Bodyboarding. Once again, I'm Alex Leon.
Jeff Hubbard.
We're down here. This is the IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. You know what? We'll throw it on out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana.
I'm Andrew Lester, and this is the Turbo Jerry Houston model. Now this is an exact replica of the board that Jerry uses on the IBA World Tour. This board's made for everyone, but it really comes into its own with high-performance riders. Jerry has designed contours on the deck for better flex and grip when landing big airs. The Surl and Slick gives better flex and projection, nose bulbs for better grip, 50-50 rails for more speed, and the channels for extra control.
That's what the judges
the Jerry model is available in 2 core options, the Polypro Limited